Hola, everybody. Hey, trying to move this stuff around real quick so we can do this class. Because I got to bring a lot of stuff in here. But I am going to do it so that I'm going to have to just do it in stages. So y'all going to have to work with me because I don't want to have to be checking it all back out at one time. So we're going to do this in stages, family. Hey, y'all. Everybody get your screenshot fingers ready because I will not be re-holding nothing up. Ooh. Pretty please pay attention today because Sucker don't want to get grouchy or nothing. I love y'all, but I do not. Once I hold this stuff up, that's it. I'm holding it up one time. And if you want to see it again, you're going to have to go watch the video after it's over because I ain't going to be able to do it. Oh, Lord. It's about to be so much stuff. I just sent out 20 sets of books. So by Christmas, folks will be getting some. I might send some more out. I got to wait and make sure everything goes through and do what I got to do. I always send out a section and I wait till all that clears and then I go buy some more because I don't like stuff that it got a red on it. I don't want that. Hey, y'all. Hola. I'm gonna wait till everybody get in here. Wait like 10-15 minutes. So if y'all want to do something else or whatever, because I don't want to have to repeat myself a lot today. Hey, everybody. Screenshot fingers ready? Sarah, you got everything. Shoot. Hey. Thank you. We getting ready to do this survival class, y'all. I'm just going to show because we got a lot of newbies. And this will be a more recent video so they don't have to sift through. I don't know that I'm going through every single thing that we have. I could just pull that right there and do that. I might just do that. So I could just put it right there and pull it back. You giving everyone a heads up? Yeah, because I don't know. 80s baby. Girl, probably. Ain't no telling. So, y'all, they running out of money. They running out of money. I told y'all it wasn't about to be no money. So for those of y'all that missed the class earlier, yeah, they running out of money. I was telling people to get your stuff. Yeah. Don't tell them what you got, though. That's the number one thing, especially it's about to get real crazy. Don't tell nobody what you got. Your family, I don't care who it is, especially if they don't want to go grab it. Tight lip, babe, and put your stuff up so when they come over, they can't see it. Because folks is about to turn. It ain't about to be family. That's why I said don't be letting these family members talk you into nothing. Because you about to see who your real family members is. The banks is running out of money. They have digital money, but they don't have cash. But they ain't running out. We going to a cashless society. They doing the exact same thing. To my newbies, I don't go live with people. Just so y'all know, I don't go live with nobody. It'd be a bunch of ruckus and racket to me when all them people be on there, and that's just my opinion. But unless the folks is taking their turn on, gonna have to get somebody else to do that. My heart has been telling me not to share the knowledge of don't tell people what they need to go get, but don't tell them what you have. Thank you so much. Yeah, don't tell them what you getting. Because they going to ask, change the subject real fast and be like, yeah, so they got all this stuff on there. I mean, I don't know, but I've been watching the news and, however you don't lie, but you heard me. Don't tell nobody what you buying. Don't show it. I mean, I have to because this is what God called me to do, but no. Don't do it to yourself. Okay? So I'm gonna wait about 5 more minutes, let everybody get in. Folks is getting off work. I know, and I know, and I know, and they're gonna be like, "Well, what else? What else did I miss?" So we're gonna wait a few minutes and let everybody get in. I'll probably gonna make me some coffee too. But yeah, we're gonna go through all of the things that I feel like are very important. Matter of fact, let me go move these in the hallway. I'll be right back. That way I don't even gotta tug it all. I could just give me a second, y'all. Yeah. I got that heat on about 79,000. Don't even trip. It's all the way up too. Okay. Oh, yeah. Jesus. Oh. Oh. Shoot this stuff here. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get everything by this door so I can just put it back. Okay. All right, y'all. Whew. It's gonna be a lot of stuff. So, hey, it's because they're forcing people to cross over to a cashless society. Oh yeah, I told y'all that was coming. That's why I said, come on and get y'all stuff. Whew. While everybody else out partying, buying crab legs and going and traveling like they got it, we about to act like we don't and get ourselves together. Because they can't eat them Louis Bells, the Bell is King stuff, the Balenciaga. Ain't none of that stuff about to feed your kids, your husband, your mama, your cousin. So I say, that's why I was telling everybody, I can't tell nobody what to do, but Christmas gifts, I already told everybody in my family, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So we got 234 in here. I think we good. Okay. You sound like my daughter, Jay. That's what she says. So to please my son wants those kinds of cups, but I don't know. Girl, I don't know what brand these is. I bought these years and years and years ago at I bought those before COVID at Big Lots. But they got them cups everywhere. Yeah. All right, we about to start doing this, y'all. So I'm gonna bring it in a little bit at a time. I should. Oh, this the other book I was telling you about. I gave y'all the wrong name, and I did not do that on purpose. But sometimes I look at a lot of books, so some y'all know. This the book I was telling you about. The Dictionary of the Etymology of Words, the origins of the American English words. And look how thick that bad baby is. It's bigger than my hand. Y'all see that? That's a lot of words. Do you see how big it is? And it's light though, which is cool because most dictionaries be stupid heavy. So, yes, you see. So, I think this is a good book to get, you know, so you can see where the words came from. So, okay, let's get that right here. And I'm about to start bringing this stuff in. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to use the first stuff we got in here, and then I'll get to that. That's what I'm going to do. So let's go through one of the most important things that everyone is going to need. Water, filtration straws, and food. So let's do this in section circle. So you don't got a big old mess to clean up, because your cousins don't never help you clean up. They help you mess up, but don't never help you clean up. All right. Number one. These water filtration. I got one that's open somewhere. Hold on, y'all. Where are you? Well, I don't know where the open one is. It's here somewhere. I might have put it in my bag. It's probably in my bag. So, the end of the world. Y'all. Oh, did anybody see one of those, the last videos I posted, not on my page, but I reposted, where they was talking about what happened down in North Carolina? Did y'all see that? They said that's really an act of war. Did y'all see that? They said the rolling blackouts, exactly what I told y'all. Did y'all see? I reposted that. Anybody see it? They said either we are about to go to war or something else. I can't remember. But they said when they shot that, when they shot those things down, he said it's 8 places in America where if they hit them, we're screwed. And didn't I tell y'all that? I said they're going to hit the power, y'all, and the water. Who remembers me saying that? I said right when COVID was happening, they did a thing on CNN or whatever, Address the Nation or whatever it was. And they was like, Russia ain't got to come over here and do nothing. They can do stuff like hit our water and power and we're screwed. They in our White House. They said that in 2020. Now, we are having energy blackouts and water problems, y'all. So, if you're new here, these are the things your TT feel like you should have for your family. You can get these on Amazon, and it's like $40. Okay, it don't matter what kind you get. Just make sure they filter. These filter 11. This one filters up to 1,100 gallons of water, y'all, per straw. So it's 5 of these in there, and each person they say drinks about 183 gallons of water. So this is almost 6 years worth of clean water for you, where you can dip down in the stream or whatever it is and filter protozoa and all kinds of stuff, microplastics. Well, Miss Curtis, they own something. They said that's an act of war for real, is what that is. I can't remember. I have to go back and watch it. But yeah, so this right here. You need this for your family. Everybody in your house needs one of these. And it can be screwed to a bottle. You can screw it to like a water bottle. So then if you have to run or go get some nasty water, scoop it up nasty, you can put this on it and it's going to purify it right there. Okay? This is a very important thing for us to have for every single person in our family. We need these. So for $40, roughly $40, $42, depending on where you live, you can have 5,500 gallons of clean water with 5 of these straws. And it don't seem like nothing. But if you ain't had no clean water, and they say the water's air, all these counties and stuff is on boil water notices already. So you got to pay attention to what's going on. Second thing, this is an electric portable water filter. So if you have like the plug in your car, if you got some type of generator, you can put a 5-gallon bucket on one side and a 5-gallon bucket on the other side. Put this little dilly bobber there and just be letting it filter water, right? So you have your water filtration straw. You have a portable water filter. Okay. And then if you know you in a place where you don't got to move around that much, let me show you something else. And these is portable too, though. Get you one of these. And this bad baby filters 6,000 gallons of water. It's a 2-gallon reservoir. You can use sink water or lake water or whatever you got to drink. Okay, but it filters 6,000 gallons of water. So you got to think between this box and all of this you can get on Amazon, y'all. Between this box and this box, you got over 11,000 gallons of clean water if you just buy these 2 things for your family. You see this? So for under $250, for under about $250, you can have 11,000 gallons, and this folds down, and you can, this don't got to be that big all the time. Like they make it for portable. So I'm gonna show y'all. So between these two boxes, if you get this that filters 6,000 and this that filters 5,500, that's 11,000, what, 500 gallons of water? That's a lot of water. You can watch this on YouTube. You can watch this on YouTube. Okay. So between these two boxes, 5 straws that filter 5,500 gallons, and then this, okay, you got 11,000 gallons of clean water for your family. Plus, you have this portable one. So if you're, you know, you need clean water for other than cooking and, you know, whatever, you can still purify water for bathing or whatever it is that you need to do. So between these 3 things, you'll have enough water for your family if, you know, the water gets crazy or whatever, you know, is going on with that. Between your electric portable water filter, your emergency water straws, and this, because water is the more, if the practical, okay, y'all, that's why I said it don't have to be this kind. I'm just showing you what you need. It don't matter the brand. It don't matter. It is whatever is comparable to this. It doesn't have to be the exact same. They probably not available because we didn't buy over like 2,000 of them just to send out, just about. So with that, we probably didn't bought them out, us, plus whoever come here and watch and buy. So yeah, I'm sure they are out. But that's why I'm saying, just go get whatever can that you can, you know, whatever kind that you can. It don't really matter about the brand right now. You just want to make sure that it works. So that's water filtration. We're going to go through some of this emergency stuff real quick that I feel like tools you need to have. And then we'll go through some of the food and stuff too. So this is my bug out bag. I actually got 2. It's the other one is in there. I got a big army bag so I can fold my blankets and stuff. I just ain't put it in there yet. But stethoscope, I mean, if somebody fall, if they get something on them or whatever, you need this so you can listen to, you know, pulse and things like that, breathing. You know what I mean? Those are, I mean, because you never know what's going to happen. If the hospitals are full and whatever else, you might be having to give home care to one of your loved ones. So you want to be prepared for that. Right? This is CD, Crocodile Dundee. She's my favorite. Okay? You never know. We ain't had to chop down no branches to make a fire because we got gas. And on that video that I shared, they said that the gas is going out. So there's been gas shortages, not gas for cars, gas for homes. So he was talking about getting all your things to heat the home. Everything that we've been talking about, this man said on that thing. Okay. So this is to cut down branches, tall trees that want to, you know, get in your way, that type thing. And yes, it is sharp. And yes, it will do what it needs to do. If you got to cut down some brush, you never know what we're going to have to do. You know what I mean? Because we ain't had to, you know, we ain't had to do it because we've been comfortable over here. Binoculars. These particular ones I got at a pawn shop years ago, but they was regularly supposed to be like $400. I bought them at the pawn shop for like $2 something or $100, like $189, something like that. So I got them for the low. That's why I be saying hit the pawn shops and stuff like that because they be having nice stuff like this. These see 10 football fields. 10 football fields. Now let me show you something. Are you not here? I got another pair that might not be in here. It might be in my other bag. I'll get to them. But I got another pair that I actually got at Goodwill for $1.99, and they actually see the same amount of distance, and they reflect reflect the sun. So these will kind of give away my position because the person looking at me, if somebody looking at me, they got this clear on them, so it's gonna catch the sunlight. But my other ones are big and yellow. They have that yellow thing, so you ain't gonna be able to see it as much, which is good. And I only paid $2 for those. So we got our camping knives, just in case we got to fillet some fish or an animal, God forbid, or cut some stuff up. I mean, because see, these are things most people don't have in their house because we used to have them whatever we need. But the cool thing is you can put this on your belt. So if you got to be out cutting up herbs or whatever else, y'all, you got a good knife, right? And you got your, what you call it now. This I love, and it's very, very sharp. But you never know. You might have to be cutting down certain types of stocks or whatever. And this thing is very sharp because I went across my knuckles with it when I first got it. Yeah, this is going to do the job here. I haven't quite named her yet. I think I'm going to call her Retha. Retha the Reaper. No, maybe I'll call her Reba the Retha. I don't know because that's CD. So I can't be having nobody in here without it. I ain't too much named her yet. I got to think of something. Everybody got to have a name. So with that, if you have to cut down some stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because we ain't never had to be out in the woods or go looking for herbs. And who think you ain't a kitchen knife? What that's going to do? Okay. So you need some good utensils for outside. Now, the cool thing about this is a throwing knife. Of course, it's a carving knife, but this can also be tied to a stick and used as a stake or, you know what I'm saying, to catch fish or whatever. Like if you got to be out, you can put this on the stick and, you know what I'm saying, use it as a stake to catch fish or whatever. Or little animals, I'm guessing. Right? Oh, here go the open one. So you see each one of these straws filters 1,100 gallons of water. And you see it says it removes 99% of bacteria such as Salmonella, Cholera, E. coli, Protozoa, Giardia, and also a whole bunch of other stuff, and microplastics. So each one of these is 1,100 gallons of water. So as long as your family member got this, each family member, at least they got 5 years worth of water if they can drink through this. Okay. Plus you have your electric one. And you have your big boy that does 6,000 gallons, 2 gallons at a time. So that would be enough if you give each person a certain amount of water to bathe in, because y'all got to think, we ain't never had to live where water is scarce. We ain't never had to pack no water back 2 miles from a river or nothing like that because we got running water. But if you don't have those things, how will you survive? Or even if the water that's coming out is brown or bad, or how are you going to filter the water so that you can use it? Because you might not have to drink it, but you got to bathe in it. Will it still get in your skin? You see what I'm saying? So these are things that we have to have. This is another one. I had bought these years and years ago. I told you I've been doing this a long time. So this is another carbon filter, charcoal filter that can be screwed on. I have several of these. So because water is you can survive longer without food than you can water. So that's why I'm pushing that. You need clean drinking water. These are survival tabs. And one of these can either be 48 hours worth of food or 96 hours if you stretch it. So it's just enough energy to keep you going so you're not passing out from, no food and whatever else. So you got to think, if you can find an adequate water source and, whatever, you can eat on these and have something to drink, right? Because you're not, we don't know. We ain't never had to go through no stuff like this. These are stents, just in case somebody get hurt or, because if y'all remember when COVID was happening, police wasn't coming out. Fire people and the emergency people had so much going on, they couldn't get to you. What do you have in your house for your family? You know what I'm saying? These things we don't think about, but if somebody fall and fracture their arm, you're going to need something or they hurt their neck and the medical professionals are not available. What do you have? A hatchet, a splint rack, another hatchet, because y'all never know. And these also are wrenches, which is pretty cool. Right? And then they all have paracords on them, which is good because if you have to tie something up or whatever else, you can wrap a shirt around this and use this to tie, make a tourniquet or whatever. So all of these have paracords on them, which is really, really good. And these are very sharp. Thank you so much. Emergency light. And the cool thing about this is it's magnetized. So it can actually stick to metal, this, and hang in like a tin or something like that. But it's very, 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 very bright. Very bright. You see this? So if you in a tent and you need to hang and see, or if you're doing something, you know what I mean? And this is rechargeable. You don't need batteries for this. So if you got a USB plug to your generator or to your solar, you see this will light this whole room up. It ain't no, it's hell. I need to start using this in here for our show. You know what I mean? But this is it's a very bright light, as you can see. And you can dim it if you need to, you know. So, and it has the hanging thing here. So it can be hung. I got this at Aldi's though for $10, like probably 2016. So check Aldi's and they little section over there. And it's a heavy duty, you know, it's got the rubber on it and all of that. So this is a good one to have. Y'all know I done took this stuff out and I gotta get it back organized. Definitely need one of these just in case it's dirty, but you need one of these magnifying glass just in case you need to start a fire. But we got other fire starters. Oh, I gotta be careful, y'all, because there's a lot of sharp stuff. So this is another hatchet, and it has a sheath that you can put this in, but it has a fire starter on it, right? It's got pliers and all sorts of different wrenches and stuff. There's knives in here. There's screwdrivers on the other side, right? And it's a hammer and a hatchet. And these are all, you know, each one of these little circles is a different type of wrench tool. So this is a multi-knife and it has a lot of different things in it. There is a regular knife on here. Another paracord. I had these walkie-talkies. They're solar powered, just some little close ones. Another paracord, but this one has a compass on it. Right? Gotta have a compass. You're gonna need this. I don't know where the rest of my stuff is. Definitely need these. Potassium iodide, just in case they want to drop some type of gas or whatever. This protects your thyroid. You need enough for everybody. They actually make these in drops too for babies or elderly people that might not be able to swallow. This. Some of my stuff is not, it might be in that other bag. Because this is not working out. Hold on now. I think it's in that other bag. Yeah. Make sure there ain't nothing else. I mean, there's some other stuff in here, but I think most of this I already showed y'all. There's some other fire starters. I have a couple. Oh. Come on, where'd you go? Well, anyway, I have a couple of different fire starters. I have the magnesium one and a couple other ones. They all are down here in the bottom. Some more purification tablets for water. Okay, you need those. And definitely need one of these. This fits down in the back of my backpack. So if I'm running and folks is feeling a little targeting practicey, at least I can protect some of my major organs, right? Do they have a shelf life? I don't know. I don't think so. But if they do, just try to buy something that's as far as you can. Check the dates on them. Okay, definitely need one of these because this fits down in the back of my backpack. So if I'm running, because I might have to do so, it slides right down in the pocket of there. And nobody even know I have that on. So if I'm walking and somebody, I mean, as long as they ain't hit me here on my legs, I'm good. So there's that. I don't know where my other, hold on one second, y'all. I just be throwing stuff around in here. So there they go. Now look, the other piece of this is in there. I could tape it or whatever. But look, I bought these at Goodwill for $1.99. And they see as far and as well as those other ones for $1.99 at Goodwill. Well, it was at Salvation Army. So I have two pairs. I have one that I can use in a day for sure. And then I also can use these in a day. But if I'm hiding, I have to be careful because of the reflection on these. But these I'm good. Right? So that's why I said don't sleep on the Goodwill, because a lot of times like your pans and stuff like that, they going to be there. And find a lot of like cast iron and all those things that are going to cook over an open fire, because your little cheap cute pots that you use to make your videos with, yeah, them ain't going to work if you got to cook in on an open fire. So you want to be prepared for that. Simple things. If you a coffee person, or if you growing garlic and stuff like that, a coffee grinder or an herb grinder. Definitely going to need this, and coffee beans, because if they're not moving anything around and there's nothing in the stores, you're going to need some coffee. So, and I need coffee. So get you one of these, a manual coffee grinder. You ain't got to worry. If it ain't no electricity, you can still grind your beans and stuff. You want that. Old school coffee. I mean, you don't need no electricity or nothing. You know, a little French press or whatever. So you good with that. You can still make, you know, with these two things, you need boiling water and coffee. And that's it. You don't need much. I'm going to put these over here. I don't want those to get broke. So there's that. Walkie-talkies. Because if there's no cell phones, you need to be able to get in contact with everybody in your house. So definitely want some rechargeable walkie-talkies, because you can charge these with your generator. You can charge these with your solar panel. You know what I mean? So if there's no electricity per se, you can still talk to the people that are in your house. Okay. We don't have oil lamps. I guess that's a good thing, but we got these. We got rechargeable light bulbs. So if you got a solar panel or some type of generator, you don't need oil lamps, and these are safer. And you don't have to charge them long for them to stay a long time. So rechargeable emergency light bulbs, right? And the cool thing is this can go with you, and you don't have to worry about nothing spilling or catching on fire or none of that stuff. And as long as you have some type of USB port, these can be charged. LED bulbs are not healthy. No, it's neither is so eat out food, but y'all do that. You talking to me on something that is liquid crystal display, I'm sure is the radiation that's coming through your iPad and everything else ain't healthy either. As a matter of fact, having your phone in your hand, the radiation that's coming from that ain't healthy either. So you might want to log off. That way you're not in danger. The freaking world is ending. Do you actually think we care about LED? We just don't want our kids to be scared. Hell, breathing the air and eating the food we eat ain't safe either, but we're going to do that without no problem. Neither is going to the club and meeting nobody. That ain't healthy, but y'all going to keep doing that too. Another utility tool is this. Okay. Right? So this tool is a shovel. It has a rope cutter, a knife, a bottle opener, a screwdriver, flint, whistle, compass, I don't know, a napper, I guess, to break a window, a spear. Like I said, you got your sawtooth on there, and this thing is stupid sharp. Stupid sharp. A shovel, and then it all goes together like that. And there's an axe here. So we got two or three axes, right? So if you have to chop down trees, Okay, so I guess Denoction or whatever want to come in my class and get on my damn nerves. So have a good day. We don't need your opinion. Thanks. Cause I bet that same person ain't got nothing at their house. I bet you they don't. Cause guess what? If your kids is in the dark, or we're being hit by bombs, or there we can't go outside for 7 months, do you actually think people are gonna give a damn about what is unhealthy? They just gonna be trying to stay alive. People are weird. We talking about the end of the world. They talking about we about to go to nuclear war. Like, get your life. Anyway, if you have to dig a hole, if you have to bust a window, if you have a whistle, it's all these things on here. And it comes in this bag. This is all Amazon, y'all. Folks, as we're here, we do not give a damn. Go over there and talk about it. So all those pieces are in here. Folks, it's crazy. I'm just trying to tell you, do your research. I don't need to do no research because God tells me what to buy, and we've been on point every time. So just keep it. Thanks, but no thanks. So it's heavy duty too. Ooh. You could dang near use this and knock some back down if you need to as well. But all the pieces are here. Yes, it's called a trenching tool. That's what Tom said. It's what the Army used actually. And when I say this thing is sharp, y'all, sharp. I'd be scared to open it. But even this can be put on your belt. There's a belt hoop there. Yeah, trenching tool. These things. Woo! And that's hard cold steel, baby. You hear me? You don't want none of that coming nowhere near your way. Jesus. Y'all hear that? Happy all these things come with sheaths, because goodness gracious, this stuff is sharp. Very, very sharp. LEDs that ain't safe and you on your phone 23 hours a day. Shut up. And I just broke the zipper. Raggedy cell circa. Folks, it's crazy. Neither is you breathing the air they pumping in, but you still doing that. All right, let me move through here. So we have what is this? All right. Okay. Everybody in your house needs their own wool blanket. Thank you, Amelia. Everybody in your house needs their own wool blanket. Everybody. Because them little cute blankets y'all got from Fashion Nova and whatever, they not going to, if it ain't no heat, you need something that's going to keep that heat in. Everybody needs a wool blanket. Everybody. Okay? Also, if there's no gas, like they talking about it ain't, and if there's no electricity, you can get a 2-burner butane stove or a 1-burner butane stove. It's up to you. But if you have the food I'm getting ready to show you and all you need to do is add boiling water to cook your stuff, then this is going to come in handy because all you got to do is boil a big pot of water and it don't matter what you're making, oatmeal, the dehydrated, to rehydrate the foods or whatever, you will be able to do it. They got two, sometimes they got three. So if you got a big family, I would probably get the 2 burner. You can buy cases of butane. The little bottles that go in here, you can buy a whole case. I think it's like $40, and I would definitely jump on that. I wouldn't wait. But you can buy like a whole case of butane. You know what I'm saying? So if it ain't no electricity, if it ain't no gas, you can still heat water to clean, to wash dishes, to wash up, whatever it is, you need one of these. Okay? They have those everywhere. Honey stores, Dick's, everywhere. These are not the best, but something is better than nothing. This is a small solar system. It'll charge phones, our little light bulbs. It has a radio on it. It has a flashlight on it. So it might not be the best thing, but if you have nothing and there's no electricity, at least you can listen to what's going on the news, because there's a radio, right? So you can pick up the radio, you can pick up the news, you can hear what's going on. There's a flashlight, and like I said, it's got all the other attachments. This also comes with, where is it? Oh, it's right there. It comes with 3 other rechargeable light bulbs. Okay, so there's 3 rechargeable light bulbs that come with this, and then a flashlight, radio, and then your charging ports for everything. Okay, so it ain't much, but it's better than nothing. And if you, like, I'm in an apartment, so a big gas generator, I can't do nothing with that right now. It's not even, I mean, it would help me, but you know what I mean? I just need something small to keep my little devices going, to be able to charge my light bulbs, because I got my gas with my propane stove. And talking about that, we also have this for just in case the propane start running out. Now, I know they got bigger ones. These are on Amazon. It is a portable solar oven. Now, you can't cook whole big meals in there, but you can lay vegetables in here and different things in here. And it comes in this little pack. So if it ain't no butane, and they have more expensive ones, it's just me. So I don't need that. But the portable solar ovens, it's got a little tube down in here. And you pull this out and you stick your food all the way in there like that, right? So fish or vegetables, it's not much, but you can use this to boil water. And I think they said water boils in like 2 minutes just from the sun. So, you know, we got to have these small things. And like I said, I think they have bigger ones for like families or whatever, but it's just me. So if I got to put a piece of chicken, a couple vegetables in here, or even use this to boil the water to rehydrate, so I don't have to use my propane and I can keep that for more important uses, then I can sit this out on my porch, let it boil the water, and pour it into my MREs, right? So then I didn't even have to use my gas. Then if I need to bathe, I can heat up enough water in a little pan with the butane and save my butane. I can heat this water up in a few minutes to make my coffee so that I'm not using all my butane for bigger meals or things that are going to take longer. If I need to boil a lot of water to wash clothes or clean up or whatever, I can save my butane for that and use this for coffee and, you know, rehydrating small, you know, things or whatever. So I don't have to waste, because we're going to have to stretch it. It ain't going to be no letting stuff go to waste. You're only going to cook what you need. You're only going to use what you need for that time. Okay. So that's something. And right now those are on sale. I think like $40 or $50 off too. The Go Suns, and they got all different. They got Go thermals. They got all kinds of things. So between the portable solar oven, your solar system, right, to charge and see, and light bulbs and whatnot, and then you also have for cooking your butane stove. Right? So we've covered being able to chop down a branch if we need to make a fire. We've covered water filtration. We've covered being able to cook in 1 or 2 ways. We have covered some type of electricity with our solar panel so that we can charge our devices or whatever we need, and our emergency light bulbs. We have our binoculars. We have fire starters. And the like. So we got our utility tools. We have our cooking devices, which is our Go Sun solar oven. and our butane stove. And then we have that. So there's that. And then, like I said, the 2-gallon Pure Well. They got all different kinds. They got the expensive ones if you got the money, but I wouldn't be trying to buy nothing expensive because you need your money to stretch. This purifies 6,000, and then a water purification. Between these two, that's 11,000 gallons of water for your family for less than $250. So those are definitely going to be things that you'll want to look into. And then we have now, I'm going to bring a little bit at a time because this stuff, and I'm going to put it back. But a sticky rice container is going to be great if you need to make rice and you need to just boil it and you got to be making something else and something else. So things like this from other ethnicities going to be great. Like, because I can make some rice in here and be good. You know what I mean? Or do my little steamed rice or whatever. Definitely going to need this old school stuff. Some coming out of there. Like to sift your flour because you don't want to waste it. Tea bags. It ain't going to be no tea bags. So you're going to need the strainer for your teas and different things. Because if they ain't selling no tea in the store and you ain't got no tea bags, you got to make your own type of herbal teas. You need to be able to strain it or do whatever you're going to do with it. So these two things are going to come in handy. Let me put this right here. This back. And this need to go in there too. And that. Yeah, because I do not want to have, last time it took me like 2 days putting this stuff back. So I'm learning my lesson. And I'm going to put everything back while I'm doing it. Clean up as you go, as my mother would say. That way you don't got a lot to do when you get done. Now, yes, this stuff might be heavy, but you get super strength when stuff come around. So I did invest in one of these. And it's almost bigger than me. But if I got to carry like my stove, my water thing, you know, just the main things, my blanket and whatever else, I got a big enough bag to do it. Right? Because this will fit a lot of my tools. And yeah, it might be heavy, but hell, if I have to drag the thing, that's what I'm going to do. You see what I'm saying? So I definitely have a bag that is big enough for me to roll up my stuff. And, you know, it's huge. So I have that. And it's camouflaged. Definitely need that. I mean, even if you had to do a whole family go bag and you didn't want to buy a whole bunch of different ones, and you had want to put like a main water straws and this and this and this in this one bag, and then everybody got their individuals, and dad or whoever is going to carry that, then that would be what your stove and, you know, maybe all your kitchen utensils or whatever would go in, you know? I'll be right back. Start on this other stuff. Oh, y'all, this stuff is all so freaking heavy. Ooh. Dang, I'm going to have so many muscles. Okay. Ooh. So y'all know what this is. French oven, Dutch oven, whatever. This pan you can take and put a dough around it. Dig a hole with our trenching tool. Start a fire. Put some dough, bread dough, little paste and water around the edges of this. And this is an oven like the one in your. Now, of course, it's going to take some time learning how to temper it because we ain't used to cooking outside. But if you get those heavy cast irons, them can go in the ground. And you just put the little dough on the outside, put it down in the ground. You put coals on the top and coals on the bottom, and you have a homemade oven right in the ground. And you seal it so can't nothing get in, but it works like an oven, right? Definitely need one of these because we're not going to have no ninjas. Ain't going to be no ninjas. Here go your blender right here. Small one, big one, whatever, because you ain't going to want to waste. So if you got to do garlic and stuff, you want to use just what you need, grind that up, and leave everything else, your peppercorns, salt, whatever. You know what I mean? All of that kind of stuff. Sugar. You got things you need to grind. Definitely the mortar and pestle. Right. We do have our lava rocks, but they're out in my storage and I'm not getting them. So you need lava rocks because those can be set down in a hot fire, used to heat water, cook on top of, all kinds of things. Okay, next. Ooh. I think these are going to be important. Back to the basics. These books show you how to make shoes, show you how to dig a well, show you how to make chairs, furniture, all the stuff our grandparents used to have to do. It shows you about all the vegetables, what's poisonous, the different, you know what I'm saying, fruits and vegetables, how long they take. Shows you even how to make a beehive. You know what I'm saying? All of these things. It's just different stuff that we don't know how to do. That our grandparents did. How to make soap. How to make hats. A jacket out of animal fur. All that stuff. These are going to be good. Because if it ain't no vegetables in the store, we might have to find out what our family found out about the edible plants and vegetables around us that we look at as weeds. There's been medicine the whole time. So a forager's harvest, so you can find out what's in, you know, you don't want to go trying to pick nothing and it's poisonous and kill everybody. What the lady say, happy snack and don't die. So these are going to be good because at least you know what you're looking at. It tells you about the leaves and the different plants and what stuff look just like it, but it ain't that because it's poisonous. These are going to be definitely will. Miss Patsy, I got you. God got you. But I don't say what I won't be able to do. Don't say what you won't be able to do. God is amazing. This is old. I've had this for some time, but herbal medicine. So different old school, what it's for, what it looked like, and all that kind of stuff. And the lost ways. This is the last one. The lost ways. It's all kind of stuff in here again. Look at how to collect rainwater, how you need to do it. Not all, tells you what you need, Gatorade bottles and whatnot. So these are things that we don't think about. But do y'all know any of this stuff? Because I ain't going to lie, I don't. But as long as I can read it, what is this? Look. How to make a water filter using activated charcoal. Preparedness, when properly pursued, is a way of life, not a sudden spectacular program. I agree, Spencer Kimball. Right? Y'all, that Clorox and cleaning wipe stuff is only gonna last so long. You're gonna have to find the natural remedies. That's what I'm saying. This stuff ain't about to be everything that you see in the store. This is if you knew, you need to go watch what happened during the Depression and World War II. It wasn't no sugar, it wasn't no flour, that kind of stuff, or it might have been flour, but herbs and spices, that stuff came every once in a while because they're going to be using the ships and the barges and the gas and all of that stuff for the war we're going into. Pine needle cleaner, exactly, stuff like that. We ain't gonna have. There's not gonna be any chemicals because they're gonna be using them for the war. So you gotta, you know what I mean. You gotta be ready to go back to the old ways with everything. What our great grandparents did. Okay, so there's that. Now we start with this food. And I'm sure there's more stuff, but I'm just trying to show y'all some of the stuff that I have so that you can, kind of pile up a list of things, basic things. So I bought this years ago, but this is real wheat. It's 3 pounds of wheat. I bought this during COVID or before COVID, but it's been in there. You know what I'm saying? So if I needed to use my mortar and pesto to grind some wheat, to make some wheat flour, I got real wheat. Real wheat. And it's only 3 pounds, but that'll make a lot of flour. Right? Canned bread. You can buy it by the case on Amazon. There's 8 slices in here. But if y'all remember when COVID happened, it wasn't no bread. Well, I have bread because I had it in the freezer and I know how to make it because I have plenty of yeast, which is something else that you're going to need. Yeast. Unless you want to be making flatbread all the time, you're going to need yeast. So you need to buy as much yeast as you can in the little packets, quick rising and whatever, you need yeast. Because if you got flour and salt, you can make some bread every day. And we seen from the slaves, baby, they would make it 18 miles. 15 18 months trekking with bread. I don't know how to make vinegar, y'all. Some questions y'all be asking me, y'all can figure it out. I don't know. Not trying to be funny, but that's a question you can ask Google. I have no idea. All right, I'm not gonna pull all of this out, but I'm gonna try to show y'all some of this stuff because it is heavy. Again, a lot of this you can buy on food stamps. So this is a 30-day supply of lunch and dinner for one person. So if you have 4 people in your house, you need 4 for each month for each person for 6 months. So one of these would be lunch and dinner for you, your husband, your mama, your kid. One person, 30 days of dinner and lunch for one person. So you need 4 of these a month for lunch and dinner for your family. Okay? And it comes with this stuff. And you ain't gonna be able, I ain't eating that. And you get hungry, you'll eat out the garbage, you get hungry enough, honey. This one, so that's lunch and dinner. And this one is breakfast and dinner. Okay? But it's only 30 days, y'all. It's 30 days worth of breakfast and dinner. So between these two, right? This is like a month of food. Two of these is like a month of food because it's breakfast and dinner. Well, maybe a little bit longer because I got lunch and dinner. So it's at least 1 month worth of breakfast and 1 month worth of dinner. And then that's a month worth of lunch and dinner. Okay. Let me take these out. Ooh. Well, if I ain't worked out in no time soon, moving these books and stuff around it's just like it work. Oh, turn the heat down, girl. All right, let's pull some of this stuff in here. Yep, I'm gonna use this bag because that's easy. Oh. Okay. Powdered eggs. Okay. Don't so don't buy the scrambled eggs. All of this stuff you get on Amazon, y'all. Don't buy the scramble. I mean, you can buy, but if you plan on using eggs in like pasta, you need to rehydrate the eggs to make pasta and all of that. You want to have whole eggs, not scrambled. Okay. So whole eggs, not scrambled eggs. Because you can't make no bread with scrambled eggs. Or pasta or whatever. So they got powdered peanut butter, 60 servings, 2 pounds of powdered peanut butter, powdered butter, and it's real butter. Shelf life of 10 years, just add water. Powdered butter. Okay, because this stuff ain't gonna be in the store. And if there's no electricity, how are you gonna keep it refrigerated? Because they talk about the refrigeration, blase skip, no electricity. So you're gonna need stuff that's not gonna perish if there's no electricity, and you just still need to be able to make what you make. Heavy cream. If you're making a chowder or something like that and you need cream and milk, well, you got powdered heavy cream. Spaghettis or pasta, rice, and beans. As much of it as you can buy. Pasta, rice, beans. As much of it as you can buy. Dehydrated vegetables. Now, this ain't a lot in here, but at that time, you ain't gonna be eating healthy portions. You're gonna just need to eat, enough to keep everybody until the next day. So, if I wanted to use my portable stove, or my solar stove, or my butane stove, I could boil some water. I could take a few pieces of broccoli, take me some heavy cream, some pasta, diced chicken. See this? Freeze-dried diced chicken. Got a shelf life of 25 years as long as it's unopened. Now, we would have to go and check, but you ain't going to be using spoonfuls. You're just going to use a little bit. You want the taste of meat about now, not getting full, and because we ain't going to be able to eat like that. Powdered milk. They have already made chili mix with everything in it. Shelf life 10 years, just add water. So if I have this, I could get me a cup out, boil me some water in my little tube, pour it in there, and I got soup. I don't got to add nothing else to it. Just hot water, and it's already ready. Yes, I'm getting not the apocalypse, baby. We about to go to war. And if y'all haven't seen, the world is in food shortage. If it's going to be worse than COVID, and they not giving out all them food stamps, and it's not about our president, our government already enacted the food boxes, the commodity boxes that our grandma and them used to go get with the welfare cheese in it, and the pork can beef, couple things of orange juice. That's what they giving you for the whole month for your family. You can go look that up. The commodity boxes came back October 11th. Those haven't been out in over 30 years. Since the early 80s, they haven't been given those commodity boxes. They're ration boxes. Ration boxes come out in a time of war because it ain't going to be no food. So they have freeze-dried mozzarella cheese. You can get different. Yeah. 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 If you're new here, Jersey, New York, this summer, right when school started, they made the parents sign waiver forms asking could they give them potassium iodide, even at the child care centers. Texas, Washington, and a few other states have put out PSAs talking about get ready to go just in case nuclear attack, these natural disasters, and have your stuff ready and have something for water filtration and light bulbs and candles. They saying it. All you got to do is Google emergency preparedness in your state, and a PSA is going to come up. They just been hiding them, but they put them out there. And the people, they even ring, even back in like September or October sometime, did a emergency preparedness thing and sent out a thing telling people to get prepared, have these things, all the stuff I'm showing y'all, dehydrated food, non-perishables, canned goods, some type of water filtration or water, and all of that. So, I mean, if you want to wait until they say, but they've been selling this stuff in Walmart recently. They've been selling it in CVS, Costco. It's everywhere. So, I mean, I would say don't wait. Instead of spending money on elaborate Christmas dinners and all of that, I'd be buying stuff that's going to make a difference because they already talking about they running out of money. So, the food shortages is here. They already killed 4.6 million chickens that lay basically three eggs a day. So you do the numbers, 4.6 times 3. That's how many eggs are not going into American grocery stores right now. And they haven't been for over 2, 3, 4 months. So that's why your eggs then went up. If you see the eggs that went up, that's why. The reason one head of cabbage is $6 is because the largest produce plant in the world burned down, but prior to that, all of the crops was failing all around the world. So the farmers were saying, it ain't gonna be no vegetables next year. There's nothing to harvest because we didn't do nothing this year. And they talking about natural disaster lockdown, and now we having tornadoes down in Florida. It's tearing up everything, Alabama and all of that. Y'all better get ready. So there's that. Whew. What else in here? And of course, y'all, I got beans, I got rice, I got canned goods, I got all different types of flour, coconut flour, felt, or whatever you call it, flour, and all those different flours. What about having gallons of water on hand? I mean, you could get gallons of water, but that's going to take up space. So that's why we're doing a water filtration. Yeah, because you're going to need space to store other stuff. And water takes up a lot of space. That's why we got That's what this is for. Because this filters, you can pour water straight out of a stream. See that you can use this for camping. Let's see if we do it on this side. Oh, well, anyway, you can use it for camping in your house, RV, whatever, and it packs up and you can take it with you. So, what if, yeah, you might have to, I just said you might have to pack water. Yeah, that's what I said, 5-gallon buckets. I said, we ain't never had to walk 2 miles with no water bucket. So, be looking at the little rivers and lakes around you. I know that I was going to start singing that. You already know where I was going with it. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. I heard T-Bob's voice in my... Listen, I literally heard that in my mind. Jesus help me. All right. Whew, y'all. So we also have this. So this is, if you didn't, it's not a lot, but if you like 1 or 2 people, there's green beans in here. These are already dehydrated. It's called Harmony House. So if you're just starting, there's green beans, cabbage, and you see this ain't a lot, but we ain't making no grand meals then. It's going to be enough to get us through to tomorrow. Spinach. There's corn. This is all dehydrated food. So I can sprinkle a couple of these out and make me a vegetable soup or something. It's peas, jalapenos, leeks or onions, carrots. I think this peppers. Oh, that's diced tomatoes. So I can rehydrate this and make my own, type of paste or sauce or whatever. That's diced tomatoes. Bell peppers. White onions, because this stuff ain't, if it ain't no produce, this stuff ain't about to be here. Got some tomato powder so I can make paste if I need to. Celery. Broccoli. And diced potatoes. And all of this comes in a box that you can get on. I can't show y'all the thing because it got my whatever on it, but this is all that come, and you can get this. Just look up freeze-dried vegetables on Amazon. How am I going to get my nails done? First of all, I do my own, and I have a ton of stuff. But why is that even relevant right now? Lord, this is why people about to starve to death, because they be worried about the wrong stuff. I promise they do. Like, we are having a very serious conversation right now. You worried about how I'm going to get my nails done? Like, are you listening? At all. This is why these babies is about to starve to death, baby, because folks is worried about the wrong damn shit. These babies about to starve to death because y'all too worried about bundles and being cute and looking like something, and y'all kids about to be hungry. That don't make no sense. Like, we having a whole serious conversation. I'm telling you, the world is in a food shortage. The water is not good. The electricity is going out. There's no gas to be able to heat your home, and you worried about some damn nails. Folks is crazy. And this is why folks is about to be hungry, taking the mark. Dry blueberries, because it ain't going to be no fruit. This ain't the place to ask silly questions. I promise you. You might want to go and be doing that where they be clapping their cheeks and doing the little dances and stuff, because that'll get. I don't do silly questions. Mr. Holder, you will understand. You might be new here. Don't nobody tell me what to do. That gets under my skin quicker than somebody asking a crazy question. I'm 42 years old. I am not young. So don't tell me to get going, move on, calm down. All of those things will get you blocked. I do what I want. No rings on my fingers, and the only person that I answer to is God. So if you don't tell your mama to do it, don't tell me. Sliced strawberries. Blueberries. It ain't gonna be no fruit, but guess what I can make? I can make blueberry bread. I can add a couple of these to their oatmeal. If it hasn't been no fruit in a long time, you might only get 3 little blueberries, but you gonna get a taste of something. Okay? All right, Mr. Riggin, well, we good. Okay, but this is serious to me. I'm trying to make sure that y'all children are not in the dark. They are warm. They have food. They have water. You have things to protect yourself and or to go out and chop some firewood or things like that we don't have that. We got Uber. We don't have to do nothing. We can push a button and everything that we want is going to come. Do you understand? But the world is not prepared for this. I'm telling you, there's a very few ratio of people that even know what is happening. Okay? And it's going to be a lot of babies that's going to be looking at their parents with hungry eyes because they're worried about bundles and BBLs and getting 6-packs. And baby, everybody about to be skinny. If you ain't got nothing, you're going to be cold. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about all that other stuff. What I'm worried about is making sure that if you have an ill mother or a father, you can give them a bowl of porridge in the day or a bowl of beans or some oatmeal or something if there's nothing in the stores. Do you see what I'm saying? Because all y'all got to do is think back to COVID, baby. If they only letting 10 people at a store at a time and they run out, you hit. If they hit our power and there is no electricity, what do you have? Do you have a generator? Do you have solar panels? I don't care if you are in an apartment. You can buy that little one and get one for everybody in your house. So everybody sit there outside. You can charge your phone, your lights, $70 compared to $70 on some eat out food or going to the club. Could make the difference between your kids being glued to you and you being able to put them in a room where you can think, where there's a light, give them a crayon, some crayons or something, and or a game board, and let them do so you and your spouse or whoever can plan y'all next move. Because it's going to be a lot less stressful if they got lights. You can turn the radio on maybe, or whatever it is. It's going to be a lot less stressful if all your food is spoiled in your freezer and your Frigidaire. But you got powdered milk, powdered eggs, powdered peanut butter, yeast to make bread, vegetables, and everything else. It's going to make it a lot simpler to think. Or even if we just have to be locked in our house for 6 months. And they shut the stores down and we can't go nowhere. If they shut us down tomorrow because we under nuclear threat, do you have 6 months worth of food in your house for each individual person? That's babies, dogs, all the way up. If one person is going to eat 90 meals a month. Now, of course, when we're going through that, we probably cut it down to 1 meal and a snack. But you need 90 meals a month per person in your house. 4 times 90, 5 times 90, 6 times 90, or at least 60, so they can eat a late breakfast kind of brunch type thing and then dinner. So that's, excuse me, at least 60 meals a month per person. One of these buckets, and this is just vegetables, but one of these buckets is only 30 days of either a breakfast or a lunch or both for one person. This ain't gonna feed y'all. I mean, it's one person. So you need 4 of these at least a month for one person with the breakfast and lunch or the lunch and dinner or whatever it is. You need 4 of these for each person in your house a month. So 6 months, what is that? 24 buckets? But at least you know, if nothing else, y'all can eat breakfast and lunch and dinner. You got water straws. You can clean your water. You can heat your house. These. And y'all have to remember, Circa didn't just start. I started this before COVID. I started stocking my beans, my rice, my canned goods, I have 4 dehydrators. So when I wasn't buying dehydrated food, I was going to the food bank right around the corner from my house. When the churches was giving out 40 pounds of vegetables, oh baby, I was hitting them. Potatoes, onions, carrots. I ain't gotta buy 40 pounds of vegetables. I would bring them home, clean them up, put them through my KitchenAid to process them, boil them, do whatever I had to do. And my ex-husband and my kids will tell you for almost 6 months straight, I was dehydrating every day. Prior to COVID and during COVID. I got oxygen absorbers as well. I got them too. Uh, they got a big. I'm not gonna lift it, but they also have a dehydrated bucket of brown rice. It's 20 pounds of dehydrated brown rice. Okay. $86 servings of fruit. So it's strawberries, apples, bananas, raspberries, blueberries, and some type of whipped topping that all you need is water. And like I said, it's vegetables, 109. So it's potatoes, peas, broccoli, corn, green beans, and dehydrated chopped onions. You need one of these for everybody in your house. Well, I ain't putting it on because I got my glasses on. You need a gas mask for everybody in your house. And make sure it's not the paint kind. Biohazard or whatever they want to call it. Everybody in your house need one of these. People talking about their dogs. I guess if they got one for the dog, get one for Scruffy. But you need a gas mask for everybody. There's some more stuff, but I feel like if you get most of this stuff, you should be fine. You know what I mean? I do have, hold on, one more thing. Oh, man. Well, there's no need to open it and give it. Whew. So I was gonna bring it in here, but it's still in the box. I also have a Coleman I also have an 8-person tent because I got kids. So when all this pop off, hopefully they get to me. But I also have a Coleman 8-person tent that has like the thing for the rain and all of that. I do have a tent as well, y'all. Yep, I do have a tent. It can fit 8 people in there. Whew. So there's more stuff, but I feel like if you have at least most of that stuff or somewhere near in there, you'll be okay. Your family won't just be out here bad, like with nothing. I gotta run to the bathroom, y'all. Hold on. I know there's more stuff, but I'm not lifting it. Hold on, y'all. Let me make me some coffee real quick too. Let me make some coffee. Hold on. Ooh, okay. So, okay. So y'all, I hope that helps with my newbies, with my oldies, um, because these are things that you need to have in your closet. You need to have somewhere in your house, you know, especially if you got kids. You cannot take a chance of, oh, I ain't gonna worry about it. Until the news been saying. So maybe you just don't watch the news, but the news been saying for over 6 months. The news has been saying for over 6 months, get ready for natural disasters, nuclear disasters, all of these things. So get it together, y'all. Yes, everybody want to be cute, but baby, you ain't gonna be able to eat none of them outfits from Shein and wherever else. You can't eat that stuff. That's not gonna keep you warm. Those little cute outfits. You need blankets. You need candles. You need batteries. All of these things. If you gonna blow $2,000, $4,000, I'm sure your kids, husband, whoever would appreciate that more than them toys. Make it about loving on Jesus this year and not listen. I understand that we have these lists, but we're not buying $7,000 video games, and then in 2 months we might not have no food in here. For real, y'all. I know this ain't a easy subject to talk about. Well, see, this is the thing, Dudley. You ain't about to be able to spend the cash. So if you if you take your cash out, you're not going to be able to spend it because they're not accepting cash. Most of the stores are not accepting cash. Most places are cashless now. That's why we out of cash, because they're not accepting cash. So if you take your money out, you're not even going to be able to buy anything digitally either, because they're not accepting cash. They're not taking it. Buy stuff you can use. Exactly. That's where I was going with that. Get all your stuff that you can use right now. Y'all, we going to a cash list. That means if y'all don't remember, y'all, coins ain't gonna do nothing. They took the coins during COVID, the pennies, the nickels, the dimes, the quarters. Remember? They wasn't accepting no change. Now they not accepting the dollars. Don't buy no gold. Don't buy no silver. Ain't none of that stuff. The Bible said rubies and a piece of bread is about to be more than the rubies and diamonds. What you need to have so that you can get what you need is stuff to barter with. All these diamonds ain't that bad. People about be throwing that stuff in the street. Because what good is a mouthful of diamonds and you ain't got nothing to put in your mouth? Y'all better wake up. Our president did not go buy millions or trillions or however much he bought of dollars worth of potassium iodide for no reason. That is what you buy in case nuclear attacks and nerve gas. Why would our president in September and October buy millions and millions of dollars worth of potassium iodide if we don't need it? Why did they start selling it in the Walmarts and the Life Straws and Costco and all of this stuff? Why? They put it out there. Oh, well, that's cool around the camping season. Now, baby, that ain't for camping. California's already talking about emergency state if we have no water. This was 3 days ago. Thank you, Miss Isabel. Told y'all. California is already talking about emergency state. We have no water. This was 3 days ago. Isabel, how long we've been talking about water filtration and making sure that you have things to filter the water? Thank you. She said since February. If y'all been here with me since February, March, April, May, June, y'all know everything that we talked about that I said, y'all know y'all think I'm crazy. Please go buy this. All of those things are things that have been needed right now. We've had the water shortages or no clean water where you would need filtered water. We've had electrical outlets, the food, the produce and vegetables and the meat, all of that stuff that we talked about prior to May has happened. The meat shortage. I said, go get canned goods, y'all, because it ain't gonna be no fresh meat. Everything that we talked about before April happened. Before the snow hit the ground. Everything. Listen, if you don't plan on taking the mark of the beast, these are the things that you need to buy. I'm sorry, pastors and stuff ain't talking about it, but exactly. And if you wait till the news to tell you, that means you're going to be standing in line with all the rest of the people that ain't prepared. This is why I've been telling the WOU community, y'all, we getting it so we don't have to. I told y'all we about to. Who remembers me saying we about to be looking out the window at people? Standing in line, running to go get stuff, fighting, trying to get it. Folks gonna be getting knocked over coming out the store. I'm not trying to deal with none of that. I said get your coloring books, your games, every single thing that you are going to need. If we cannot go outside for 6 months to a year, you need to have it in your house. Stuff to keep your mind preoccupied. Journals to write about what's going on so you can get your thoughts out so you're not going crazy with cabin fever. Because what if it ain't no TV or internet? What are you going to do? If there's no internet and no TV, what are you going to do to keep your mind preoccupied? Because we ain't had times where we didn't went 2-3 days without no TV or no internet or no nothing. We ain't had that. Try 6 months. Now y'all see why Circle don't got no TV in her house. And I really only watch TV when I'm going to sleep. I've trained myself not to watch TV all day because that's going to be hard for a lot of people. If you set up for 10 years and as soon as you get home, the TV is on and you got noises. That's why I sit in my house in the quiet. Because what if we're in a situation like those people in the Ukraine where if you look out your window, the guards are shooting through your windows? Because martial law is coming. People focusing on Elon Musk and that crap and we being screwed. Yes. Yes. Yep. Told everybody to get DVDs, solar panels, generator, coloring books. Yeah. Because what you going to do if it ain't no TV and internet? What you going to do? If you can't call your homegirl and be on the phone for 4 hours, what are you going to do to keep your mind from going crazy? Training my body to skip breakfast. Now y'all see why TT Circle needs Circle don't eat till 12 o'clock. So then if I eat at 7, I can just go to sleep at 8:39. That's why I'll be like, all right, y'all, I gotta go eat. 12:30 is when I eat. But this is the thing. If they do us like they did China, we're not going to be able to leave outside of our house. Are y'all hearing me? So you're not going to be able to go in your backyard because they already see. We thought it was a trip when they was over in China and they had those dogs running through policing. Well, those dogs have made it here. They're in California and a couple other places. Not only that, they were walking around and they have armed guards that check the apartments, the houses, everything every day. And they put tape on your door to know if you came out or not. And if you come out, you get locked up. That's been in China. Now they're doing it, I think, in South Korea. They put a tape on your door. And if that tape pop, you and everybody in there is going to a camp. So if they do that here, what do you have if they say, okay, can nobody leave out their house for 6 months? You're going to go out no matter what. And then they shoot you dead and your family is going to do what? Americans is crazy. Y'all really have absolutely no idea what's going on right now. If they enact martial law, they don't give a damn about no Second Amendment. They can shoot you down and there ain't nothing you can do about it. Do you realize that if you go out, they can just put you in a military prison and your family ain't gonna know what happened to you? You got to think smart and not entitled. They shoot you down and then whoever you got in the house is now left without you. Think smart. You're thinking small. Think big. Because your entitled self going to be laid out in there and whoever's in there going to be screaming and hollering. And now you can't protect your family. You got to think smart, huh? I'm not putting my kids at risk because I'm entitled and I can do what I want to do. I'm not going to put my family at risk. Because it's not going to be like with COVID, y'all. COVID was a practice run to see who was going to listen and who wasn't. And I don't know if y'all paid attention. Ain't none of them National Guard people left. When y'all was seeing all them tanks on the train tracks, ain't none of them people left since 2020. They're still in your states. They're just out on the outskirts. And the truck drivers know this because they be driving through their camps delivering and stuff. Them ain't none of them people left, went nowhere. They just been training. So they know how to go into these neighborhoods and patrol. If it's an armed guard at the end of each and every street, go on and do what you want to do. They don't, if they put you in a military prison, they don't even got to tell your family. So they just gonna be worried because you want to do what you want to do. Y'all don't be like crazy people. Think smart so that you can protect your family. Because what y'all got to realize is this. When all this go down, it's going to be just like it was when Hitler. Y'all need to go watch the videos about Hitler and Auschwitz and all of that kind of stuff. I've watched all of those documentaries. Dang near everyone that they didn't put out. I watched how he invaded. And then he backed up. He chilled out. He put everybody in place where he needed them to go through Poland and all of those places. And then he hit everybody simultaneously, baby. And it was nothing nobody could do. They separated the women from the children and the children from the parent. I mean, the women from the men. The men was in one camp, women was in one camp, and the kids was somewhere else. You don't know what's going to happen. You need to be training your children that if we get separated and they put you, if they tell you that you can eat, if you take this shot, you tell them you don't care, you want to go with Jesus. Because people was about to get hungry. And it said you ain't going to be able to buy and or sell unless you have the mark. So if you don't plan on taking a mark of the beast and busting hell wide open, because if you take that mark to eat, you have now signed your ticket to hell. And whoever else you sign up in your family to get that digital chip to be able to eat. I'm not taking no mark. So I'm prepping because I already know I'm not going to be able to go into the stores. And if you ain't been paying attention, Amazon one is out. You pay with your hand, your palms. The Bible said you're going to pay with your hand. That's out. And it ain't card paying with your hand. You actually scan your palm and you don't need a credit card anymore or a debit card. You just hold your hand over it and you pay. Facial recognition, the same thing. The Bible said you're going to have a mark in your right hand or your forehead. And they already got facial recognition pay and pay with your hand. Are y'all not listening? Now we go into a cashless society. We about to see who the real Christians is and who really living for Jesus and who ain't. Because most of the Christians don't even believe none of this is happening. So I guarantee you, a lot of the church people gonna take the mark because they ain't got no food stored up. They don't have nothing. The Pharisees and the Sadducees that told us we ain't nothing and they closer to God. Well, how y'all don't know he here and the Antichrist here too. The food shortage is here. Everything is here, but y'all leading us to Christ. Y'all don't even know he at the door. He done got out the car already, about to knock on the door. What? We are not listening. Y'all don't have no food prep. This is why the Bible said, my people, the church people, the saints of God are going to die in untimely, violent death. Starvation is violent. Or you trying to run up in somebody's house because you didn't prepare and but y'all talking about send me $2,023 for the blessing. God give you a new house and a new car. And literally we're in a depression. A famine worldwide. The water is failing. The electricity is failing. The gas is failing. The food is failing. And y'all still talking about prosperity, baby. I feel sorry for the pastors because folks going to be kicking them doors down, baby. I hope they got enough artillery because them church folks coming. All them people that y'all didn't want to talk to Revelations about and prostituting yourselves so they can keep paying for y'all jets and all of that. They going to be at y'all doors. They going to be at y'all doors. They gonna be at y'all door because y'all told them they wasn't gonna have to worry about it, and they don't gotta stock no food because when the Antichrist come and the food shortage come and the market of beasts come, they wasn't gonna be here, and all y'all still here with us and not prepared. Guess what? With the people in the WOU community, we getting ourselves together. As a matter of fact, we've been in the head of the game because we really listening to God. Because he told us what to buy. He told us to buy powdered eggs. We bought powdered eggs. They killed the chickens that make the eggs. He told us to buy canned meat, and then all the meat around the world started going, or at least in the United States, started going bad. He told us to buy dehydrated vegetables or get dehydrated vegetables. And then the largest freaking produce company in the world that sends produce to every country, all 7 continents and the islands, burned down to the ground. We ain't confused and we are not misled. We right on target. As a matter of fact, God has allowed us to be ahead of the game. We bought gas masks and then we bought potassium iodide. And guess what? All of that stuff was in the Walmarts 3 months after we started buying it. It was in Costco, the Life water straws, Costco, everywhere. So we ain't behind. Yep. You telling Miss Patsy, I used to talk to my kids about going with Jesus. I said, if they come, you tell them you want to go with Jesus. 2 years old. I said, what you say if they say they're going to get you a shot and you can eat? No, mommy, I want to go with Jesus. Because if your baby ain't 8 in a month and they say, honey, come here, let me give you a shot and you can have this hamburger. You can eat all the chicken nuggets you want, pumpkin. I just got to give you this shot. The devil wants souls. It's a numbers game for him. My son was 5 years old breaking down crying because I would be talking to people about the market of beasts. And they would say, I'm just going to take it. My son would break down crying. He's 5. But he understood that they can't go to heaven if they do that. It's not a coincidence that the stuff they talking about putting in us for this new mark is called Luciferase. And the number 666 refers to Lucifer. They like, oh, it's the number of man. We might have 6 protons and all of that. And man is going to destroy the earth because we so wicked. You're right. But the stuff that they plan on shooting up in your body so that they can know when you go into these blue lights that you have the mark and who don't. Yeah, it's called Luciferase. Lucifer. And he was glowing this beautiful blue light. And that's so funny because it glows the exact same color as the. Oh. G, it depends on what version you read it in. So just keep looking. It's in there, honey. I promise you it is. It's there. Iodide tablets, we have those too. And they have the drops for your new babies. It might say a day's worth of bread. It might not be a slice. It might say a loaf of bread. It might say, you just got to look in those versions. It's, I think somewhere I say a day's worth of pay or the amount of bread. So it just looks at how they translated it, but it's in there, baby. They said they're going to be throwing that gold and silver in the streets. Do I have a checklist? I have a video on YouTube too now because this is the second survival video. So we have one from August, like 13th. And then as soon as I upload this one, we have every single thing that I feel like you should have. And then I do have other videos that are already posted on YouTube and TikTok as well. My YouTube is the same name as here, Circatrova. So if you go to August like 13th or 15th, there's a video called Survival. It's 2 hours and 17 minutes. And then this one is running on about 2 hours as well. You've been looking for radiation suits? Yeah. Oh yeah, I do have a few things in my Amazon thing, but don't go on my website and buy nothing. Like my Shopify, don't do it because it's taking too long because that stuff is coming from China. It's taking 60 to quit. I shut that down. I told everybody go to Amazon or the Walmart or Dick's or whatever. Don't go to my Shopify disaster preparedness and buy nothing because it's taking too long to get over here. And we don't have that time to waste and wait. I had to refund some people some money because they were still waiting on their stuff because China was running behind because they're shutting down all their provinces. Like y'all know iPhones, they about to be stupid expensive because did y'all see what they did? They was about to lock all them people up in that whole iPhone city that they had over there in Shenzhen or wherever they at. And them people left everything that they owned and was trying to get over them fences because they knew they wasn't gonna get out. Michelle, you can go back and watch this video, honey, because I'm not gonna list everything. I just did a whole video. I just pulled everything out. So I have 2 videos. This one that's about to be on there and the one that's already on there. And you can go through that video and pick what you think is most important. So this is Survival 2.0, where I've added some stuff. And then we have the one on YouTube from August 13th, Survival, where I went through a lot of other stuff. I pulled out the flowers, and I'm just not pulling all that stuff out because it's too heavy to put back. Yeah. Yep. So y'all got to think the red heifers is already over there. They about to rebuild the temple. The Antichrist is here. They talking about they didn't found the Messiah. We know that's the false Messiah. They already talking about he's already started doing miracles and stuff. So he's already wooing the people. He's already wooing everybody. So the Jews already believe this nigga is the Christ. The fake 10 commandments, the Pope then went up and did. So everything is lined up. That's how I don't understand how the Christians that go to church every single Sunday, honey, don't see what's going on. I don't see. It's not giving Christian, honey. It's definitely not giving Christian at all. Definitely not giving follower of Christ because y'all don't even know what's going on. Mind blowing. Oh no, he said the church was going to be rocked to sleep by the cares of the world, looking like the world, acting like the world, trying to get money like the world, trying to be rock stars instead of followers of Christ. Y'all want followers instead of following people. What? Right. September 15th, they made the one world religion that everybody is going to have to worship. Y'all, listen, one thing you will know here is if you see something, the same question you asked me, you can go to Google and find out for yourself. Seeking you shall find. So if you saw something about the 10 Commandments, go look it up and look for yourself. So you didn't have to say nobody told you. You researched it and found it for yourself. This is seeking you shall find. I don't know if y'all know that, but seek and you, keyword, you. I'm giving y'all the clues. You go find the rest of it. Folks been spoon fed too long, waiting on somebody to get them some information. Go find it. And I love y'all, but you're going to have to find a lot of other stuff here now. That's the problem. We wait for the news to tell us what's happening. They be lying. You're going to have to go John Rambo. We might have to. That's why I said I don't know why everybody be trying to act. The Israelites had to go to war. They had to unalive people. You're not supposed to kill innocent people, but war is different. The Bible says there's a time and a place for everything. So y'all think that they was just hitting the people with their little sticks when they said they was going to war and 20,000 men, 100,000 men died that day, were unalived? Y'all don't believe that the Israelites really had to fight? Well, what does it mean when they slew all of the people, slew the Canaanites? They slew these people. What? Israel really, what people don't know, got the best technology on the planet. Believe it. God made sure they had it. They got technology that probably the world don't even know exists. Believe it. Top tier. God gonna keep them with some stuff. You can bet them up, believe that, because all of the nations are getting ready to go against Israel. All the nations are getting ready to go against Israel. They're gonna turn on them. So they doing this peace treaty right now. It's a false peace. And then Israel's gonna realize that this dude ain't who he say he is, and then that's when God gonna come back. So be ready. Yep. See, they be like, oh, what Bible do y'all be reading? I don't. Y'all better quit lying to these. This is why the Bible says study for yourself. Y'all think God had all them roughnecks running with him for no reason, and he calling the church people vipers and murderous snakes? He had all the thugs. It's the people he picked to be his disciples. He wasn't crazy. Not that he even needed them because he was God in the flesh, but he knew who to keep around him. Y'all see, old boy took that ear off. They touched his heat. Before you know it, Jesus didn't run with no jellyback Christians and scared to do nothing. He ran with killers, thugs, the people that been moving around in them. He didn't. He ran with the folks exactly to stay 10 toes down, baby. Jesus wasn't running with no internet gangsters, internet Christians that wasn't really ready to die for what they believed in. Because these folks ain't ready to die for Jesus. They won't even live for him. They won't walk away from their family, their children, and remember, because in the Bible, they said, Jesus, your mama, Jesus like, come follow me. And the people said, oh, let me go take care of my business. He said, don't worry about it. Go on with your family. My mama dying. Go on with your mama. I got to bury my mama. He said, let the dead bury the dead. Come on. Is you following me or not? Well, I got my wife at home. Oh, well, go take care of your wife. Fine, don't worry about it. But whoever ain't willing to follow me ain't fit to see the kingdom anyway. So go on back to your peoples. Jesus himself said that. So with that, I'm not worried about what the masses believe because the Bible said that way is a broad way and there's a lot of people on it. He said this way is lonely. You don't see too many people on this road. It's a narrow way. The broad way, everybody over there. I don't want to be on the Broadway. I've been walking this single road a long time, almost 30 something years by myself. And it do get lonely, but guess what? I ain't on Broadway because there's so many people over there, you can't see what's coming. I don't want to be with the world because the world is about to be lost. And the world is the church right now because they act just, you can't tell the church people from the world people. I'm sorry. Okay. What happened? The world is a lie. I don't know what's legit anymore. One pastor said Jesus hasn't come yet because people aren't giving enough money. Oh my God. But oh yeah, that's when the Bible talks about the tares and the wheat or whatever. It's it's about to get ugly. So I need y'all to get ready. So I don't know, cause I'm tired. It's been a long week for me, and lifting all this heavy stuff and all these books. I ain't even gonna lie. I think I'm about to take me a bath and eat and get in the bed. But oh, you're welcome, Miss Jen. I just, like I said, I'm not trying to scare nobody. I just want people to be prepared. I don't like seeing people sad. You know what I'm saying? I don't like, and y'all got kids. Y'all got six spouses, and you know what I'm saying? So everybody on here telling you all kind of stuff to me that don't matter. And I've just, for the last few years, I already been pulling myself out. Like I don't really fool with nobody. So I want to say too, Revelation 6 says, and I heard a voice from among the four living beings say, a loaf of wheat of bread and 3 loaves of barley will cost a day's pay. Now they do interpret that, like I said, different Bibles they interpret it different ways, but basically it's going to say a piece of bread will buy you a bag of gold. Like you can have a bag of gold and a piece of bread is going to buy that. The piece of bread is going to be more valuable than a bag of gold or a mouthful of gold or diamonds and all of that kind of stuff. Okay. But like I said, depending on the version, and they can switch the versions all up. It just depending on where you read it and who edited it, they whatever. But literally, bread is gonna be more important than gold. Bread, bread. So then that means you need yeast. That means you need salt. That means you need pepper, rice, flour, sugar, herbs, spices. Because ain't none of that gonna stuff that ain't gonna be in there. We already seen it. Literally, if you type in world famine, it's gonna take you to that World Health Organization or whatever that is, wherever the food, whoever, and you will see it right there. And it's been since before 2020. You got loved ones, tell them what's real. It don't matter. Don't get into no argument. Say, listen, some crazy stuff is about to come. You might not believe me, but you got them kids. You need to stock up on this or that. The nobles tried to use jewels to get food. Don't y'all remember? Even the stars didn't have no bread. Who remembers? During COVID, it was stars that got a gazillion dollars and they couldn't buy bread. Revelation 6 and 6. So they had a gazillion dollars and still couldn't have no bread. They was going store to store just like us. It was no bread to be found nowhere. And they got all that money and up in the hills and this and that, and there was nothing for them either. Yep. So if they not listening, mama, you just gotta do what you gotta do. I've been telling my kids too. They didn't got stocked up on some stuff. Sometimes some things I was able to kind of send them, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. I'm over forcing anybody to do anything. You're gonna do what you want to do with your money. But just know you didn't listen. And don't be mad at me because I got my stuff together. But I, like I said, I've been on this since before COVID. So I had stocked up on laundry soap, body wash, deodorant, toothpaste, all that stuff I was doing before COVID, during COVID, and even after COVID. Because I knew it wasn't over. I said, oh, yeah, they didn't just make sure it's going to work. So let me keep stocking my stuff. Whenever I had got my little money, I got my coupons and I made my money stretch. I wasn't trying to talk about how I was balling out buying this and I just went and spent 700 for this. Oh no, you know how much stuff I could get for this end of the world for $700? And you about to go buy a belt? $700 go a long time. I ain't spending $50 on nothing, one thing, unless it's something, huh? No, it's not worth it. Not worth it. Y'all better get your lives together. I'm telling you. You started couponing about a year ago, yeah? Exactly. My parents are planning a cruise for next August, baby. That's scary to me. Shoot, give me that 700 to coupon with. Listen, I'm telling you. Beans, bullets, and band-aids, for real. $700 go a long way with that dehydrated food, too. Beans, rice, flour, all of that stuff, $700 go a long way. Love you, too. Oh, yeah. Yep. So hopefully this helped y'all. I'm about to get off and go take me a hot bath. Soak in some Epsom salt, probably color, and just chill because it be a lot of information sometimes. And I might get back on later. I don't know. I appreciate y'all for listening. I appreciate y'all for sharing so that y'all family members and friends can get right. Hopefully these church people wake up and see that they ain't so saved that they can't see my daddy coming. Your family in Mexico right now for a reunion. Wow. I just pray that y'all listening. Take care and make sure you got 6 months of food for everybody in your family in your house. If they don't want to listen, do what you got to do for you. Teenagers, your parents ain't listening. If you got your money, you do what God's telling you to do. If God is telling you to get a gas mask, just get one for yourself. I mean, everybody is making their own decision. And it's ugly. And no, you don't want nothing to happen to them. But you got to be in a situation where what's important. You don't believe it, that ain't got nothing to do with me. But mama, daddy, cousin, sister, when I was trying to tell you for the year, because we coming up on a year, for the year that I've been trying to tell you to read this stuff, for the year that I've been trying to tell you that we need to not waste money and be eating out and be taking that money and putting it here, y'all didn't believe me. And I'm not, and God ain't gonna make you give them your stuff. He didn't make the five wise and five, he didn't make the five wise give the five foolish nothing. They said, go on and turn around because we going to meet the bridegroom, baby. Y'all ain't got y'all stuff. I don't know what to tell you. And it's going to be dark on the way back. Do you understand? God ain't going to make you because you prepared. And honey, you had the same amount of time I did. Hell, you might have had more money than me. You chose to do what you wanted to do and what was important to you and buy BS. And I chose to make sure me and my family was straight. And I didn't go out and I didn't go get my nails done. And I didn't, if I did, it wasn't that extravagant stuff. I got the most basic thing that I need to be at work. Start wearing my hair a different way so I can spend less money on that. I ain't going out buying all those expensive this and that. And I start putting my stuff up. Don't be mad at me. Well, sis, you can't be like that. Well, bro, why you gonna be like that? Nigga, didn't you spend all your money? Fun for the gram and for everybody else, but you did what you wanted to do with yours. I chose to listen to what God was telling me to do, and me and my family is straight. I'm sorry that you did not take heed. I'm sorry that you did not pay attention. I'm sorry that it wasn't important for you and your family to have emergency light bulbs. You called me crazy, said that ain't gonna happen, and now it's happening, and now you expect me to give you my stuff. I'm not. I don't have nothing to share. I cannot give you anything because you had the same amount of time to get ready as I did. Y'all scam for everything else. Scam to show. Ain't that funny? Everybody that scam for all this money, they got all these stacks of money and they ain't about to be able to do nothing with it. Here shortly. They ain't going to be able to take it in the store and spend it or nothing. So you done did all of that for nothing and still didn't get the stuff that you needed. And believe this, people that's been prepping, they gonna be waiting on the folks that's thinking they about to run up in there and see it. It might be like the purge time then. If somebody try to come up in your house, the law could very well be that you have a right to protect your stuff. So it could just be unalive people laying all around. Because that whole you about to hit a lick stuff in this time, yeah, that's not going to fly. People ain't about to just let you come up in their crib and take what you want. They going to be waiting on you. So if you thinking I'm just going to hit a lick, that might be the last lick you hit. And God forbid, if you the person that's supposed to be getting it for your family because they about to be one less, well, I guess they'll have more food then. Because you sure ain't going to be eating nothing. I don't want to wait. That's why I say, family, don't wait till the news tell you. Go on and get your stuff right now. I told you I wasn't gonna be no money by the end. We ain't gonna have no money. It ain't gonna be no money. Ain't gonna be no gas. Ain't gonna be no vegetables. Ain't gonna be no meat. Ain't gonna be no eggs. Ain't gonna be no water. Ain't gonna be no power. Get all this stuff so that you can cook, heat your house, or at least keep warm. Be able to listen to the radio, have lights, basic necessities. Basic necessities. You can keep your kids calm if it's lights. They got crayons and books and whatever else, and you can charge those things. You might not have no internet, but you might be able to put some headphones on them and put a DVD on or something. Like, I don't know. But whatever you need to be trying to get as much in your house as you can, because I'm telling y'all right now, what is going on in China and these other countries, South Korea and all of that. I don't know if y'all saw, somebody just told me the UK talking about they about to do their global disaster lockdown. So now they about to be on what China's on, where people can't come outside. Do you have everything in their house for 6 months for everybody in your family? Diapers, wipes, the next size clothes up that are warm if there's no power. Warm blankets, because them little cute things y'all got with all the sparkles on them, baby, that ain't doing nothing if it ain't no heat. And they talking about we in a Arctic vortex or whatever you want to call it. This winter, the whole of the United States, or most of it, is going to be under some kind of polar ice warning something. So it's going to be, I know where I'm at, they talking about it's going to be a hibernation zone. They talking about it's supposed to get 40 below zero once winter time kick in here. They said temperatures could get to 40 below zero. That's pipes busting. That's heaters not working. Like, what do you have? What do you have? I even have the manual meat grinders, y'all. They just out of my storage. You know, the old school meat grinders. So I have my electric ones for my KitchenAid. But I also have 3 different sizes. One for grains, one for meat, and one for whatever else I'm about to be grinding up. The kind you put on the counter, I got them too. I got my grates to put out over an open fire if I got to put 2 chains or 2 kind of strings to hang it up and cook something. And then I got my cast iron big pots and all of that stuff, just because them little cute pots is not about to cook on the open fire if you got to cook outside because it ain't no gas. Them little cute pots is not about to cook nothing. They gonna burn up. The little plastic, little Teflon, little non-stick stuff you got, that ain't about to last in no open fire. Oh, Miss Sheck, I know. Your international stores are going to be your best stores for things to cook outside. African stores, Asian stores, Indian stores, all of those international markets where people in their main country still cook out over an open fire. You can get your big pots of rice, your big rice pots, and those like wok like dishes that they even use, and they be putting a little grease down in there. The Indian people and all of that. Like, it's a real thing. Oh, I got firewood already. I got that too. I got fire starters and everything. I got stuff I didn't even bring on here because it's just, I don't feel like digging it out. Mm-hmm. Yep. International market, yeah. That's where I got my, like, all my, sure. You got to think if they used like a lot of countries, they used to living without electricity. So all of their utensils are made to cook outside, to prep food outside, to cook over big open fires because they be cooking for the whole village at one time. So they'll have that big old thing of rice. They'll throw all them 50 eggs in there or whatever they gonna do and mix that up and then throw the meat in there and all the vegetables. They are used to cooking outside. We ain't. What you say? That's me, the Haitian scorpion. Exactly. So I got my stuff that I can cook outside on an open fire if I need to. You can cook on a metal barrel, yeah. Yeah. I'm just saying these cute little pots that y'all got, y'all, if we have to cook outside, you need to get something that's gonna hold. These little cheap pots that's cute and match your kitchen, them ain't lasting up for no 6 months of cooking outside on no open fire. They're not gonna last. They gonna survive a lot longer than us Americans. We've been spoiled too long, baby. That I didn't lived in the hood with no electricity and no water. I went and lived with my auntie, baby, and honey. Sometimes we had lights and water, and sometimes we didn't. So I know how to shave a bar of soap down and use it to wash the clothes and the dishes. Mm-hmm. Know how to cook with no electricity. Bake bread my auntie could bake a cake on the grill, honey. Anything you can make in the oven, she could make it on the grill. Know how to get in the tub, pour that water in there, shred me some soap on a cheese grater, put that hot water in there and put that soap in there and mix it around and throw them clothes in there and get in and stomp them clothes. Give me a towel, lay that stuff out, wring it out and hang it up. I know how to survive without that kind of stuff. Because when I went to live with my auntie, that's exactly how it was. Not all the time, but most of the time. So I'm not gonna, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna miss this. But as long as I can boil some water and wash up and do what I need to do with, I didn't live in basically a house with no electricity and no water before. No water, no gas, no electricity. We was just in there. It was summertime too. It was hot with no air conditioning. It was hotter in the house than it was outside. Had to go next door to the neighbor's house, and my auntie would fill up them paint buckets, and she would use that water to flush the toilets, wash clothes, wash the dishes, and everybody bathe in. Oh yes, we used to go to the country every summer with no indoor plumbing. I'm telling you, I'm happy for them times now, cause people that ain't never had to live like that, they about to lose their mind. I seen this TikTok where a Hispanic man was at a gas station near the Mexican border and all they had belonged in their vehicle. He said the Holy Spirit told him to go back home. Oh Lord, yeah. Yep. Mm. One year you had to melt ice to have water. I'm telling you, but see, that's why we getting those water filtration things because then you don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? You can still filter whatever water is you getting from the ice outside or whatever. You can filter it so you can drink it, cook with it, and whatever else. It's an adjustment if you don't know what to do. Show is. Did you know Georgia stopped TikTok on government cell phones? They stopped it on government cell phones all throughout the United States. Mm-hmm. Canned veggies on sale 99 cents this week at Safeway and $1.99 Walgreens stock up. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I hope y'all listening. I hope y'all sell Amazon out. And I know it's close to Christmas, but baby, forget them wreaths and balls. That's all money you could be buying rice, beans, dehydrated food, water filtration, your propane stoves and solar, all of that. Don't waste your money because you're gonna be mad at yourself if you do. I promise you're gonna be mad. So, to those of you that missed the class, we have two. We have one from August 13th, and then this one today. I'm about to get off. I'm gonna load it up. I went through the tools you need, like your trenching tools to dig holes, things to cut down branches if you have to start a fire. We got fire starters, we got candles, binoculars, all of that stuff. It's all on here. And it's so one is survival and the other one is survival 2.0. Yeah. So for those of you that are late, Circuit Trouble 22 on YouTube, you can watch those two videos between this one and that one. That's 5 hours of telling you where to go and where to get stuff and what you need to do. And you can make your list and or stop, pause, put it in your cart, stop, pause, put it in your cart, whatever you need to do. Can I do a manual list? No. Just go back and listen. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. That's why I did a visual list so that you can go. No, I don't have time to do that, y'all. I don't. I have way too much stuff. No, I did what I'm going to do. Love y'all, but that's why I did the video. You can go back and watch this on YouTube. That's what I just said. There's two of them. There's one from August and one from now. I'm not going to do a list when you can make your list yourself. No. Yeah, it's on YouTube right now. I'm getting ready to get off so y'all can put it on there. And y'all can go watch it within like 10 minutes. You'll be able to watch it. So that's what I did. I did a visual list so that you guys can make a list. If y'all ain't noticed yet, I ain't making a list of these, but no. I get too much stuff to do. I love y'all. I done showed y'all what I got. I done did all the work. Now you just got to go buy it. Like I literally been stocking this stuff. Now you just got to go buy it. Anything that has to do anything with Circuit Trova, our YouTube, Instagram, it's all the same. Circuit Trova 22 or Circuit Trova. Yeah. So get y'all babies together, get your gas mask, get your potassium iodide, your powdered eggs, powdered milk, powdered honey, powdered dehydrated food. Get it. You got a rack on your credit cards or $2,000 on your credit cards. It's a better deal to be owing on. At least you know y'all gonna be eating for 6 months. If you're able to get a loan and it's not gonna throw you in a thing, go get this stuff, y'all. Because Gucci belts and Prada bags or whatever kind of bag is whatever's in right now is not gonna feed your family, keep y'all safe, or do none of that. Those are the important things, is making sure that if they hit the power, if they hit the water, if they hit the gas, you can heat your house, you can cook, you have clean water to drink, and you can be warm. Because ain't you happy we got a head start? Who happy we got a head start? Yeah. Potassium iodide, not dime with an N, died with two D's. Even if you don't got everything, you got more than most. If you just got water filtration straws and a few dehydrated foods and your solar panel, you better off than most Americans. Because most Americans don't got a generator. Most Americans don't have non-perishable foods because everybody wants their stuff to look all professional. So they don't got the old stuff our grandmas had. They got just enough for this week because they like going to the store because you're going to go grocery shopping with them. Ain't no real food in there. No rice, beans, stuff, cornbread, cornmeal, stuff that you can Make some bread, and we got this stew pot, and this is, you're gonna get 2 spoons of this soup or stew and your little piece of cornbread, baby, and that's all we got. You're gonna have to make a stretch. It ain't no throwing no tantrums because you still hungry, because we got to be able to eat tomorrow. The times that our grandparents came up in, or they made something out of nothing, this is what we are going to. All these luxurious meals and all of this, oh no, baby, it's not gonna be none of that. So if your grandparents still alive, I'm talking about 60, 70, 80, 90, that way, you better go talk to them and ask them, okay, grandma, how y'all? So what y'all do when y'all, you better be asking these questions, because they lived without electricity. They lived without running water. They lived without grocery stores because they had to be their own. That's when cannibalism gonna be in full effect. Yep. The Bible said the mother's gonna be going up in the hills eating their, or one of our lost books, the mothers is gonna be going up in the hills eating their babies, delivering it, and they gonna be so hungry they gonna eat their own child. That's scary. Baby, I don't know about after 6 months, but you just need to have 6 months. I don't know, but have the 6 months. Y'all be worried. I don't know. I'm not worried about that. I'm telling you what to get right now. You'll worry about that when you get to it. But what we need to have, you just need to have this. People be thinking too far ahead. You might not even be alive after that 6 months. They might come through here and do whatever. That's not the point. What the point is having what you need right now, because you see what's going on. Period. Okay, I need y'all to remember, we might not be able to, if they do this lockdown, it is going to be martial law. You're not going to be able to go outside. Y'all not paying attention to what's happening in China. They are not letting these people out of their house. People were jumping out of high rises, killing themselves because there was no food in their house. They killed their animals. They came through because they knew it wasn't going to be no food. And they euthanized these people's animals and put tape on their door. They're starting it in South Korea or wherever over there. Yes, they euthanized their pets. And there was an armed guard at the end of every hallway making sure you didn't pop that tape. So if you can't go outside, physically outside of your house, what are you going to do? Oh, they can't stop me. You'll be dead in the street, baby, or locked up in a military prison. They don't care about your entitlement. That's the problem with Americans, honey. We think we can do and say and go and wherever, and nobody's going to tell me. They're going to be killing people left and right, shooting folks down. And, oh, Jimmy, I told him don't go. They can't tell us what we can do. Watch. Your family going to be sad because you was the person that was supposed to be there to protect them. And because you're not thinking strategy, baby, you're going to be dead in the street. Mm-hmm. So y'all can keep on playing like it ain't real if y'all want to. It's already happening in other countries. And just like with COVID, everybody kept saying what wasn't going to, they're not going to lock us down. That's China. We are America and they can't do that. Niggas, we was in a house for almost 2 years. Couldn't go out to eat. Wasn't no McDonald's. Wasn't no restaurants that you was just going to eat at like that. All that stuff was closed down. The restaurants and the little eateries on the corner. Didn't nobody have no food. So if you ain't got it, ain't no food in the store, ain't no restaurants open, where you gonna get it? Where you gonna get it at? If it ain't no restaurants to cook for you and it ain't no food in the stores, where is you gonna get it from? We definitely will pray. Mama, you already know. I pray for everybody every day. And I'm sorry that you got some terrible news today. Well, you know we're gonna pray for you, pumpkin. Yes, I'm sorry to hear of whatever your news is. It's a lot going on, and that's why I said, y'all, I've been just trying to get in my coloring books and color and just try to stay. You know what I mean? Because it's coming whether we want to believe it or not. That's a fact. And it ain't nothing like we didn't ever seen. So I've been trying to prep my mind to see piled up stuff like it used to be back in the day, and folks hungry and fires burning outside. We ain't had to live like that, but it's about to be in America. America about to be like a third world country too. So believe it. Cause we don't have no money no more. Right after all them other banks joined BRICS, and now all of a sudden America ain't got no money. Because America's money was based on everybody else's money. We're not the richest country in the world. We're actually the brokest country in the world in all reality. Because our fame and fortune is built on debt. Other countries' money is backed on gold and silver and stuff. Our money is backed on debt. Yep. So I hope y'all ready. If you gonna ball out, stock your house up. If that's what you're doing and you just wanna, that's gonna be a bigger flex. That's gonna be a bigger flex. Hmm. So I love y'all. I'm about to go chill. It's Friday, and y'all know normally I stay on late, but I'm not tonight. I've been trying not to overwork myself. So I love y'all. I hope this helped for everybody that might not have had their stuff, or maybe you missed the classes. We have two. Now it's survival around August on YouTube, and then we have this survival 2.0. So I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. You're welcome.